what day is it today? Well, it is the anniversary of that amazing TV series, Beintehaa, that first premiered on the 30th of December 2013. Well, yeah, for you fans out there, we are reliving all of that as we bring the two main characters, Zain and Aliya, back together again. Oh yes, it's all happening here. So welcome to me, Annie, welcome to the Purple Sofa. And you know what? Welcome to all those Beintehaa fans that made this all happen. If it wasn't for your perseverance, we wouldn't be here today talking to both of these characters. And 7, yes, it is the 7th anniversary. 7 is the number for change. And it looks like it's happening right here, right now. So stay tuned.
Hi, now I can hear you.
You can hear me, right. So where is Harshad?
Oh, right. Hi.
What's
Hello.
up, Preetika? How have you been?
Good to
Aliya
see you after such a long time. My God, Zain.
You're looking really good, Harshad. I like the kurta.
Oh yeah, see, I made a promise after all. I had to.
Oh, you're looking absolutely fly. Fantastic stuff.
Thank you.
So first of all, let me take this time to welcome both of you to the podium once again on Annie Conversations after almost 7 years. I mean, great to have you. God, great to have you guys on. Honestly, you know what? I had messages. So, you know, I interviewed both of you individually. Okay. So hang on a second. Let me see if we can change the kind of the gallery on this one, the gallery view. I think that's better, isn't it? Oh, look, we've had someone in the background. It's a new addition to the interview.
My cats were just, you know, wait, I have to show you this.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That's so adorable.
Oh,
that's Phoebe. And there's this another one.
Cute.
This boy called Simba.
Oh right, lovely, jubbly.
So she just came. She wanted to just sit in my lap.
Bring them in between, right? Do so, because it'll be really good fun.
She's probably more excited for the interview than I am.
Okay. Oh dear. Okay.
Lovely.
Let's do this. So let me try and be spontaneous once again, okay? Okay.
Absolutely.
So, Preetika, Harshad, Zain, Aliya. I'm going to call you Preetika and Harshad for today. Welcome back to my podium. Almost what? Well, for us individually, it's been quite recent, but to have you together, it's been what? Almost 7 years, am I correct?
A long time, yeah.
Oh,
A long time, yeah.
Oh, you know what? But thanks so much for coming on. But I have to say, thanks go to the Beintehaa fans that made this happen. Their perseverance. I'm telling you, after our individual interviews, I had messages after messages saying, can we have Zain and Aliya back again together? And I've been busy saying, look, you know what? They're really busy with their workshops and their movies, this, that, and the other. And it felt so good to say, you know what, we're on. So, and I'm telling you, you should have seen the responses of your fans. I'm telling you, I wish I could send you some actually. So thank you so much, to both of you guys. And as I said before, 7 is the time for change. 7 is an auspicious number. So happy anniversary, guys. So first,
Thank you. Thank you.
What is it? 7 chakras, 7 samundar par, 7 fere.
7 continents. Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. So this was supposed to happen. So we're going to take it as is. And so brilliant stuff. So first of all, right, you know what? I don't want to talk too much because actually I hear my own voice and I bore myself. So first of all, and I can hear your cat as well meowing, Harshad. So first of all, look, Beintehaa fans will be watching this. They'll be listening to this, right, as we speak. So even your cat, this is a lovely view of your cat, by the way. All right, so they'll be listening to this. That Beintehaa is very fresh in their minds, even though it was 7 years ago. How fresh is it for you? Now, be honest, right? Because you've been doing a lot of stuff, guys. So, Harshad, where is Beintehaa in your life right now?
Well, I'll start by saying that that's one show that is the closest to my heart, apart from whatever work I've done. And honestly, whatever at least I am today is because of, Beintehaa.
Yeah.
And that's one show that has done globally so well in so many countries. And even, till date, we get so many messages, tweets, and DMs for just that show.
Yes.
So that just says it all. I mean, it's just incredible.
Right. So Preetika, what about you? Where is it in your life right now?
I think it's everywhere because, like he said, Beintehaa never left us.
Yeah.
It kept, globe trotting, and it's still right now, I think, on air in UAE, I think.
Yep.
That's why I was interviewed by this guy in Dubai, Ahmad, and he told me that you guys are so popular here that people are actually, downloading clips and making videos with Arabic, translations, exactly like how you do in TikTok. So your dialogues are very popular in Arabic translations. So that's really big. And also Tanzania. Harshad missed out on Tanzania, but I was invited to Tanzania
they just didn't offer me money.
No, I mean, they told me that we tried to contact him, but we couldn't.
No, they just couldn't afford me.
So I oh, they couldn't afford you. They could afford me.
They called
me 2 times. Yeah, but I mean, in Tanzania, I heard and I met 2 babies who were named Aliya, newborn, like baby girls who were born Aliya, and that was, and it's very like overwhelming that you're in some other country, and when you're walking on the road, literally on the streets, there are schoolgirls with their bags who recognize you, call you Aliya. You go everywhere, people call you Aliya. That was overwhelming. It was almost like doing Bollywood, which something that I didn't do because I didn't want to get into that space. Yeah. So Beintehaa has never left us. Oh. It's eternal. Beintehaa.
I'm still waiting for that. When I walk on the street in Dubai and somebody says, "Hey, Annie," and where's my
it might just happen after this interview.
You never know. But Harshad, listen, your intro into Beintehaa, right? So what was that scene with you kind of jumping out of a helicopter, jumping into the sea, swimming to the beach, and wearing a white shirt that went see-through? How did you feel?
Oh, I think that was one scene that we shot in 3 different locations. And the jump from the chopper was shot somewhere else. Then the landing was shot somewhere else. Me coming out of the water was shot somewhere else. So it was a culmination of 3 different locations. And honestly, when I saw that scene, I just had my heart in my mouth. And while performing that scene as well, because I remember the chopper was 200 feet above the ground level, and
oh God,
it took a lot to just jump from that, and it was amazing. It's just like taking a leap of faith.
Well, definitely. So, yeah. Well, all I know, it was a nice vision, and I still remember it. It was romantic. No, I love the cat. The cat is the star of the show.
She is just attention grabber. She's the star of the show right now.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But let me tell you, your vision of your white.
And she says, "Yes, I am." She's saying hi.
I'm just waiting for the other one to jump on as well. So I wouldn't be surprised.
No, he's outside. Simba is a shy guy, so yeah,
okay,
he'll just probably be lying
all
around
right.
somewhere.
I think this is the modern world, isn't it? I think women are more out there now. But don't worry, we liked you in your James Bond kind of an intro, and I still remember it. No less dramatic than James Bond, Harshad.
I just probably needed like an Aston Martin probably, and that would have just been the cherry on the cake.
Oh, dear. So Preetika, listen, you know what? I know this whole Beintehaa, it was a kind of a forced arranged marriage, but come on, see, I need to know behind the scenes, really. For Aliya, what was she really thinking when she saw Zain? Like, I'm loving your cat here, but what did she really think about Zain? I know you were supposed to dislike the whole situation, but we want to know really. What do you think?
Well,
he was
so in the show, so in the show, when the show just starts, Aliya is supposed to get married to Zishan Ahmad, who's like this arranged marriage setup, prospective groom by her parents, and she's really looking forward to getting married, and Zain happens to play a prank on her and ends up ruining the marriage. And that's when, you know, Alia's dad gets a heart attack and things get really tense. And then, you know, I think Aliya, the first time when Aliya sees Zain, she mistakes him for Zishan, and that's why she likes him. But when she comes to know that it's not him and it's her cousin who has played a prank on her, she's really miffed. So yeah, so that's what.
But you know what?
The Zain Aliya chemistry like at the beginning.
Look at him. He's not that bad. He's not bad. He'll do. You know, give me an opportunity, honestly. But listen, Harshad, how could you resist this gorgeous woman? You know, seriously, Zain was not normal, was he? In real life, that wouldn't.
Because you know, so Zain as a character, he was a very flamboyant guy and very charming. So he always had his way around with women.
Yeah.
And was smooth talker, and you know, wherever he would just go, he would just, you know, be very friendly and just, you know, be very nice to them, compliment them, charm them. So for him, it was like, you know, he was just a cool guy.
Yeah.
And everything was like he was a laid back guy, and everything was like very easy for him in life. So it was a very laid back attitude towards life.
Yeah.
That was basically Zain.
Yeah, but was Preetika hard to get? Was this the thing, as in Aliya or Preetika? But what was it because she?
Well, you know what? See, they both were opposites initially, and that wasn't even the agenda. If you remember seeing the show, and basically two different people from the same world, two different paths, and how they, you know, intersect each other, and how just their life revolve around themselves, and things completely change, and both the people change, and
right. Well, you know what, I would have changed a lot faster, Harshad. Trust me, honestly. But you know, arranged marriages, like we've talked before about this. But what are your thoughts on arranged marriages, anyway, Harshad? Really, is it such a bad thing?
Well, I haven't honestly even given a thought to it. I think if you don't have somebody in your life, then probably you should go for it. And if you have somebody in your life, then go for that. So it's just a very subjective thing. And yes, what do you want?
That's about Simba. Is that Simba now?
That's Phoebe. So
he's an acrobat.
She
arranged marriage is like is like living with Simba.
Yes, climbing on if Harsha was so lucky to have women climbing on his shoulder.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I know. So, Preetika, listen, in terms of arranged marriages, do you think it actually holds a place in modern society, taking India into account as a cultural context, though?
You mean to say, is it okay to have arranged marriages still in India?
It's a bad thing. Miss was it Seema Auntie has made it a big business, for goodness sake, on Netflix. So where do you think, does it have a place in the modern world, in India still?
Well, honestly, I'm not in for arranged marriage because that's not where my mindset holds. I wouldn't be up for arranged marriage at all. That's a big no, and I wouldn't even recommend that to people because two people from different backgrounds have grown up differently. You meet each other, and you don't even know each other, and you just put in this setup, which you have to go through. It's not my cup of tea, definitely not. And I actually believe that people should know each other for at least 2 years, if not 8, and then decide upon marriage. I'm not somebody who would just blindfoldedly get into somebody else's life or have somebody else into my life blindfoldedly. Yeah.
Although like spontaneity, as we were talking about, Harsha, that could be the thing, couldn't it? Spontaneity in a relationship. But listen, when it all came to an end, right? Eventually, after all your adventures, so Zain and Aliya got together, and you had a son, did you not? Am I correct in saying this?
That was the end of the show. Yeah.
Right.
Probably the last.
This is it, right? So it wasn't somebody else's kid that you were holding hands with, right? It was yours, right?
Yeah, it
But
was arcade.
I mean, literally.
We couldn't give birth to one. We didn't have time.
Well, it's almost 8 years now. But listen, would you ever consider doing a sequel with a son? You would,
we have been asked that question a lot of times,
yeah.
but that's never going to happen. Let me be very honest to you. Yeah, I'm sorry to just burst the bubble, but
It is burst.
because that producer, Farhan sir himself, just he's just not in a mood for another sequel, I think. And I think as we just had this conversation last time as well, and I think something that is fresh, you can never recreate that magic again, no matter how hard you try.
No.
So some things are just better, they just start at a great note, they just end, and you just move on. I mean, think they create history, absolutely, yes, but then don't expect to recreate that same thing, because then it won't be magic, then it's going to be a formula.
Yeah.
So you got to just evolve with every project. That's what I believe in.
Well, Preetika, what would you think of doing it again, or are you in the same kind of mindset as Harshad?
I when I shot for Beintehaa, I was used to shooting for ad films, which were like 1 day, 3 days max. Then I was used to shooting for movies, which was in shortened schedules. But Beintehaa for me was a 1-year commitment. When I signed it, I was told it's going to be a 1-year show, and I was mentally prepared for it to be 1 year. And the kind of schedules that we had, I think I was the happiest when Beintehaa ended. Trust me. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, I wanted the show to go on," but I was probably the happiest when Beintehaa ended, because I think that you should not drag something and drag it and drag it. It's just not done.
We didn't mind. We've chased
End
you
it when people want to see more. And sorry,
chased you for 7
sorry.
years.
I think why she's saying that, because of the number of hours she probably put it in the show.
So this is it.
Shooting for 18 hours every day. Yeah, Preetika?
Crazy.
Sorry, the number of hours. Oh my God, we shot like crazy. We shot like nobody else does. We only shot and shot and shot and shot and shot and
That's
shot.
why it was called Beintehaa, that's the reason.
Exactly. Everything about Beintehaa is still living up to its name, Beintehaa.
No, listen, I have visions, okay? I had this vision. When the son would come back as like a mini, like Harshad, a younger version of Harshad. So I thought, isn't it weird to have like Aliya as the mom, old Harshad, and then a double role as the son? How weird is that? Do you think the audience would ever accept that, though, actually speaking?
It's just, it's been there, done it. Honestly.
Aliya would still play the son's girlfriend, I think. I think if I had a son who was like grown up, maybe Zain playing the son, I could still pass off as his girlfriend. So why make me a mom to a 20-year-old? I mean, that's not done. I can wear shorts and still, I had a 20-year-old guy tell me that was he 20 or was he 18? Okay, I think he was 20, and this was 5 days back, and he told me, you know what? You will not be allowed in a bar because you still look under 18. You look 16. And I was like, what? No.
I think he was trying to impress you, probably.
Don't make me. No, I don't think. I don't think he could achieve anything by impressing me.
Guys,
but
come to my stage.
I was just trying. Probably he was just
a 20-year-old guy.
Come to my stage.
Yeah, maybe.
You get to a club and they don't bother asking me for ID.
A 20-year-old guy trying his luck on me is also not bad.
Okay, so they could be the sequel. Come on, Harshad, the possibility is there.
No, trust me, no.
Oh my God!
Trust me, no. I don't see it happening. No, I don't see it happening.
But one thing I've learned to like.
Annie, it shouldn't happen. Trust me, it shouldn't happen. It's like DDLJ. You can't have a sequel to DDLJ.
The mini Shahrukh.
Well, they made Dilwale, but then again, Dilwale never could reach what DDLJ was. Yeah. So that's like a prime example for you.
Absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Now listen. This show, as I said, it's all because of your fans. They put it together. They have literally been a major part of this. So I've almost got to step off the podium virtually, and I am going to bring to my podium the kind of questions that your fans have asked, okay? So don't blame me for any of these, okay? Some of them I had to kind of cross off, but I've kept some of them, okay? So listen, so are you ready for this? So I'm handing over to the fans. Are you ready for the fans'
Rapid
questions?
fire? Is it rapid fire? What is it?
So, well, actually, they are questions. I'm not sure. I can ask them quickly. That would make it rapid. But they are
that would be great.
They are about Beintehaa, actually, right? So listen, so very good. So Harshad, one of your fans has asked you, which have you enjoyed more, Rocket or Zain? And which was the most fun?
I enjoyed Zain much more, I would say, because Zain had a much longer tenure than Rocket on screen. And then Zain, as a character, had to evolve into a man from a boy. So there was a transition to, Zain, whereas Rocket was like a cameo kind of a thing. I mean, yes, it was challenging to do double role.
Yeah.
It was very difficult. But then I had a great time. I mean, as an actor, I couldn't have asked for anything more. And, it was just amazing.
Yeah, well, so Preetika, over to you, okay? So over to you. Let me see. What was where's Harshad? You know what? The cat. I told you the cat and Simba. They have got his.
Sorry, I'm back. Yeah.
You keep on doing this. This seems to be a regular feature. The cameo role.
My cats want too much attention.
Yes, I know. Oh my God. Okay, so Preetika, right? So they want to know, your fans want to know, what was your experience of your first day of shoot and your last day? But the last day, I think you've already talked about now, but what was your experience then on your first day?
First day was in Bhopal. It was an outdoor. I remember thinking that this show is being shot like a movie. Everything about it was really grand. And we were really looking at details and, the detailing. So it was amazing. Last day, I think, was just like the wrap up and everybody was around. And, we had like a 4-5 day notice that the show is coming to an end.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, for me, I was not really affected that the show is coming to an end. For me, it was like, okay, this is it.
It's a bit sudden. It's like
it was sudden, but we had like these rumors getting in, maybe like when the show was 8 months old, then 9 months old, then 10 months old, and eventually the show ended. So there were, I think, when Big Boss would come in at 9 p.m. Whichever show was there at 9 p.m. would automatically get taken off and put to another slot.
Right.
So our show did take a beating when it was shifted from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Yeah, that is.
And that's when we were kind of mentally prepared that maybe we just have a chance. This show called Rang Rasiya, which was launched along with Beintehaa, had gone off air within 6 months. We were given a slightly more extension. So yeah, I think we were mentally prepared that the show could come off within a year.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, fair enough. I mean, for me, if there's a party that's been planned a month ago, somebody gives me 5 days notice, I'd be so upset. But anyway, Harshad, right, your question now. So one of your fans, so another fan, a very different one. So how did you guys shoot? Oh, okay. How did you guys shoot romantic scenes together? And what was it like doing the Zaya Kit scenes? Now, is that some code word here? But let's break it into parts. How did you shoot the romantic scenes? I'm not sure exactly what they're asking, but I'm sure you can give me the answer, Harshad.
Well, you know what? It was, Preetika is inherently so romantic, so it was so easy for me. She would just be like, Harshad, why don't we just do it? It's going to be just amazing. So I'm like, yeah, sure. When you have a co-star like her, you don't really need to work that hard.
Oh, look at you, Harshad.
I could romance the wall and make it look hot.
There you go. That's the female version of Rajesh Khanna for you.
No, we just, I'm just kidding. I think director Man was so good and a pro at shooting romantic scenes. It was him actually who would make, who would actually bring in the chemistry between Zain and Aliya. we would use these huge fans, and my hair would be blowing. There would be music on the set. Everything would be like shot in slow-mo. Sometimes we would have even pigeons flying and all of that. So I think it was completely our director Mansingh. That's how we shot.
How do you concentrate on the romance with pigeons and Aliya? Wind?
I think she's being very modest here. She's just not giving herself any credit. Give yourself credit. Come on.
Yeah. Let's stick to the romanticizing the wall part, right? Romanticizing the wall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
show us no. Just go next to the wall and just do something.
I can just look at this cup very romantically and just sigh and just the cup becomes my hero. It's that easy.
Well, quite honestly, both of you have learned something from Beintehaa. Look at Harshad and his cats, for goodness sake. I mean, you with your cups and your walls, and him with his cats. So obviously something is there. The chemistry is already there.
I could show you something. I have actually a cup that is shaped like a cat, and it's right up here. I wish I could get up and show it to you.
Yeah, is it right there? You can show me, because we can.
It's right here. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Oh dear, Preetika is going to try and romanticize.
Okay, one second.
So let's hope the phone doesn't fall. Oh dear.
There you go. Can you see that?
In memory of you, Harshad, look at this.
Wow.
Take a sip, Preetika. Take a sip, I say. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, look, how cute. Harshad,
I'm obsessed with cats.
Lovely.
Too.
You're in her punja again. Okay, Preetika, jokes aside, we could go on like this and joke and laugh, right? The fans would be waiting now. They have asked you, Preetika, what is the most kind of the fun that you've had doing it? What's your most fun outdoor memory? So an outdoor kind of a scene. What was the most fun for you?
See, the outdoor only happened in Bhopal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fun because, I remember the first scene where I was supposed to cycle, and I was just left in to cycle in moving traffic, like live moving traffic, with nobody guarding it or coordinating any kind of. It was not like fake traffic created for the shoot. It was genuine traffic, and they said, okay, so you just take your cycle and just get in. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then I remember, like, I was cycling throughout that day from morning to evening, and they were somehow telling me that the scene is that ladke wale aaye hain to see Aliya. They're sitting at her house. She's in a rush because she's just gone to see she had gone to the mazhar and to pray, and she has to rush back in time because the guys are waiting at home for her. So they said, she's in a rush, you have to cycle really like fast. And I kept saying, okay, I will. And my feet were numb. And at the end of it, there came a point where I just, tried to stop that moving bicycle. I couldn't. And we fell. I and the bicycle, we fell down. I got bruised, and I was wearing these this thermal pants inside because Bhopal was really cold, and it just ripped off. That one fall ripped off my salwar and the and the inner, and I was bleeding. And in spite of me bleeding, the director was like, "Oh my God, are you fine? Okay, can we do one more shot?" And I was like, "No, we cannot. This is it." So yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Well, that was the most
good and bad memories of an.
That was the question. I see. Okay, fine. That was the most exciting, obviously. Oh dear, oh dear. So look, Harshad, right? So now the question I have for you: what did you love about being on Beintehaa sets?
There was so much to learn.
Apart from Aliya, of course.
For Zain, I mean,
sorry?
there were so many layers to this character, and as an actor, I think I just grew so much, and it was just a tremendous learning experience for me, and it's still helping.
Well, the sets were.
By the way, I have a question.
Oh, me?
Preetika,
Oh,
Who's Kanchan? That's completely.
My mom.
Oh, okay. It's just Kanchan's iPad.
Why?
This is Kanchan's iPad.
It's just Kanchan's iPad.
Okay, that's why you're asking me who's Kanchan. Okay, yeah.
So, you know what, Harsha, times are hard. We've had to take what we can get, okay? So these are hard times.
I know, yeah.
Right? I'm using a dodgy laptop as well. So, but anyway, so Preetika, right.
See, your phone is always better. You can just move around.
That was actually done for privacy, because I didn't want to get my name everywhere. So I just put my mom's name when I was, doing the formalities for this iPad. That's how it's Kanchan's iPad.
You mean to say your mum is now going to get the stalkers? So can you imagine?
Absolutely not. That's my iPad.
The stalkers. Oh dear. So, right. So, who was next? You know what? I lose it in all this hysteria. Right. Who did I asked you a question, Harshad. Now it's Preetika, your fan. Any particular dialogue in Beintehaa that you remember today that was so special to you? Or that had an impact on you?
Mamu ki bhanji.
I think so, yeah. I think it's totally Mamu ki bhanji. I still get that call, like people calling me Mamu ki bhanji, even on, like comments on my post. That's amazing.
Wow. Okay, fair enough. It's just one of those lines that you will always now relate to yourself. Right. So, Harshad, before the cats come in, let's get this in. Right. What was your experience at the Kalakar Awards in Calcutta? Kalakar. Have I said it? Kalakar Awards.
Kalakar.
It was good. Nice and warm hospitality. Couldn't really see Calcutta, but then yeah, I mean.
But you were the Kalakar, weren't you?
Yeah, and it was just nice. I mean, it was just one of those awards. So, yeah, I mean.
No, Preetika, I guess you were there. What were you thinking at the time? These are your fans asking.
My sister had also won an award at Kalakar, and I was really overwhelmed with the whole, getting the best actress there. A lot of people from the film industry, even veterans, have got it. Saroj Khan, Farah Khan, so many of them have got this Kalakar award. And I was really grateful to receive it, at the onset of my career, literally the first show, my debut. And of course, that trip was special because I also visited the Dakshineshwar Mandir with my award, and Anuradha Podwal ji was with me, and she, because of her, I got to take the award right inside the mandir. Wow. So it was a big deal for me. It was a big moment for me. It was almost like Ma's blessings.
Right. So now, listen. Probably one of your final questions, well, apart from what they've given me something else, which will be a bit of a surprise. So wait for that. But before we move on to that, they want to know, what was your favorite Beintehaa phase, Harsha? Was it the kit between you and Aliya, the confession, this, that, and the other, or was it the talaq and the separation, or was it something else?
I think it has to be the kit because that banter was just too much fun.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by spontaneity. I mean, it was just fun, and there were a lot of times when we used to improvise, and the scene would just be come out something else. It was just written something else, and we used to perform it and just try to make it even better.
Yeah.
So definitely, when you reciprocate, like in that manner, it's just amazing.
Oh wow! What about you, Preetika? What was your favorite phase in Beintehaa? Was it the kit, or was it the talaq or the separation, or anything else?
No, because talaq and separation were very heavy scenes as performers. Kit was more fun. The dialogues were funny, and I think the initial, like he said, the initial banter between Zain and Aliya was very funny for the audience, and also for us as performers. So that's our favorite.
Right. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So this is interesting because I can see that kit wala chemistry right here. So you know what? So quite honestly, you didn't even have to answer that. I probably knew the answer immediately, but I had to do it anyway because your fans have given me these questions, and so I had to kind of faithfully and loyally, I had to put them out there. Okay, guys, we're going to give a bit of sparkle. We need something, guys. You're in different positions, okay, to make it slightly different. So we are going to give our fans a bit of sparkle to take them smoothly into next year. So I'm going to ask you right here. I'm going to ask you, do you think you remember anything from the snake incident where both of you were on the bonnet? I want to give something to the fans to take away with them before we bring them to the present, because I think they need a bit of movement now in life. So are you going to give us a bit of, do you remember that scene?
I think, Preetika,
yes.
Go ahead.
Go for it. Give me a
You
bit
must be remembering it.
that scene.
Come on.
That scene.
Okay. So we see the snake, and then we both jump on the bonnet.
Yeah.
And then I say, "के बड़े dialogues मारते हो, मर्द को दर्द नहीं होता, अब कुछ करके क्यों नहीं दिखाते? For a change, इस सांप को भगाकर क्यों नहीं दिखाते? ना गुंडे से लड़ सकते हो, ना इस सांप को भगा सकते हो."
तो तुम कर लो ना. I'm good for nothing. You're good for everything. No, do it. तुम कर लो. इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है ना. मामू की भांजी. हाँ तो करो ना. भगाओ ना. वैसे भी तुम्हारी फैमिली का ही होगा कोई.
भगाती हूँ.
बोलो उसको.
ए सांप, चल, निकल यहाँ से. हट.
सांप है वो. चिड़िया उड़ नहीं खेलना उसके साथ.
Oh my God, that is honestly, this is what we finish on for Beintehaa. I mean, great stuff. You know, this is the kit. I think this is probably just it. Honestly, thank you guys. But listen, as I said, we need to bring everybody into the present because we need to take them out of that Beintehaa space. So tell me, look, listen, Harshad, what are you up to nowadays? Go on, tell me.
I just I'm in talks with, I'm going to sign up a project and very soon you will know about it. I'm not going to really share the details with you. You will know it soon.
Listen, you're teasing us now. Harshad, you're teasing us.
Well, you got to see it. Just wait, be patient.
Oh God, okay. This is not fair. You just throw it in there and we're just going to be just sitting here waiting. So when is it? Is it long into the new year? When is it? Around about when?
Probably next year in Jan.
Okay, so early. So we've got that to look forward to. So we're going to see more of you then. Okay, now fair enough. Yeah. Preetika, what are you doing currently?
Annie, like I told you during our last conversation, I am not looking at television. I am not looking at web series. Because web series has a different demand, more of the hot looks and girls who are who can do anything, no inhibitions, kind of a scene, which I'm not up for. That's one of the reasons why I didn't do Bollywood. Like I told you last time that when my sister was doing movies around 2008, it had become mandatory in contracts. Bikini and smooching had become mandatory in contracts. That's one of the reasons why she chose to short circuit her career, and she chose to be very choosy of what she does. And similarly, even I took that call. So where television is concerned, I don't think I want to do much. Or rather, I would avoid doing television. And web series, I've done one because I got a very nice web series called Love Stories. We shot that in Indore. And just before the lockdown, I finished dubbing for it, which was February. And we are waiting for that show to release. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. There's another surprise coming for fans, but I can't reveal it right now.
This is it. Both of you teasing all of us, just here, just on the purple sofa. But listen, Harshad, I know you're going to run. I need to ask you, right? Since you're not giving me much here, right? So look at Preetika. She gives me, she doesn't give me much, but it sounds like she's giving me a lot here. But she's teasing me as well, okay? But listen, how have you developed, do you think, as an actor, though? So you're here today. and Beintehaa was 7 years ago. Do you think you've developed in a particular way? What features do you think you've added to yourself?
I think again, it's very, you can't plan these things. It's very spontaneous. I would have probably reacted to certain things differently, what Zain did that time. So yeah, I mean, I would have probably just, reacted a little differently towards certain situations. So these things can't be really planned. They just, they just come to you.
So what kind of an actor are you today then?
Versatile, I would say.
Versatile. Oh, I like that. So we've gone from charming to versatile. Okay, so plans for the future, people. Preetika, what are your plans for the future? Are we going to get anything of that? So the present was a teaser. Do I have some info for the future?
You're going to see me doing a lot of modeling, which is what I started my career with. I'm still doing a lot of ads, and I'm continuing to do that. And of course, my singing, you might see more of it. And like I told you, I've been working since like 15 years. I've done a whole lot of stuff, and I think I'm in a space right now where I want to work, in my own comfort space. I don't want to do something that somebody else wants me to do.
Yeah.
So that's about it. Yeah.
You're not old enough to retire yet. We don't want you to go into retirement right now. Okay, look at me.
No. I won't retire. Don't worry. I will pretty much be in the public eye, but in my way, my style.
All right. Harshad, do we see even more of you throughout next year, not just the first month?
Yes, because that thing might just run for some time. So
more than
you'll see more of me every day.
So that
hopefully
thing that you're not allowed to talk about, we're going to see more of you.
Yeah, in that thing itself.
In that thing. Are you not even going to give us a clue as to what kind of a character? A little bit. Not even a teaser.
Well, it's a very different kind of project. It's a very different kind of a character. Something which I haven't really done before, and that's the whole interesting part. Like every project you got to learn something new, and you got to grow as an actor. So I think that is what I'm trying to do in this as well.
Right. So that everyone's going to be guessing. So he's done the lover boy, he's done the married man, he's done the kind of sci-fi stuff, and now you're going to keep us guessing as to what you've not done now. And so let's see. We might even have a competition where we're going to say, what is Harshad going to be next year? And let's see who gets the right answer. I think that's, what do you think, Preetika? Do you have any guesses? Do you have a hint of what Harshad could be in his next?
Absolutely not.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we're going to keep it on that high. We're going to keep it on a question mark, because this is how it just keeps on going. And I have to say, thank you guys for everything. Thank you so much for coming on. Harshad, I know that you've got a workshop to go to. Preetika, I know that you've been in and out, almost like every day. So am I the only one here? So, but I would say thank you so much for coming on, and just give us a lot more of everything that you've been doing. And so viewers, thank you so much, fans, for coming on.
Thank you.
See you guys on IGTV, on Annie D Conversations, and you'd also see them on my website on www.annied.in. Guys, thank you so much once again, and I hope to be talking to you again in the future. All right then.
Thank you, guys.
Happy New Year in advance to both of you.
Yeah, thank you. You too, Harshad.
Happy New Year, guys.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.